God bless America. Hello, everybody. A quick video here while I'm on my lunch break. I've got to talk about this. This is a pressing issue that's going to... this is a big deal right now. Apparently, I saw a couple of headlines of this and kind of ignored it, didn't think that it was going to end up being as big of a deal as it is. But apparently there's a quote-unquote refugee caravan that's marching through Mexico with the intent of entering into and claiming asylum in the United States of America. These people are from Central American countries like Honduras. I think most of them are from Honduras. And they're claiming asylum. Asylum from what? It's impossible to say. But some of them are claiming that they've been abused by the Honduras government. Not 100% sure that that's a reason to claim asylum, but it's the pretense that they're using to march to the United States of America. A caravan of some 1,500 Latin American migrants welcomed into Mexico on their 2,000-mile trek to the United States where they plan to demand asylum, 400 miles from the border. I want to look at a Facebook post cheered the refugee caravan knocking down borders yesterday. I want to look at what they say. We are Pueblo Sin Frontera, 1,500 families fighting against the corruption of the governments of Central America, Mexico, and the United States. Creating together the right to free and dignified transit for migrants. You have no right to free and dignified transit. If you want to go somewhere, it's on you to get there, buckaroo. Fighting against if you think the country is corrupt, why are you fleeing to it? The corruption of the governments of Central America, Mexico, and the United States. You're not doing a very good job of fighting corruption by running from the country that you're calling corrupt. That's not fighting, that's running. That's literally the opposite of fighting. Where did they demand an end to the political corruption in their cities, and dignity, and the right to asylum? You have no right to asylum. As a human being, you have the right to life, liberty, and property. You don't have the right to asylum. If your life is being threatened in the country where you're at, you have the right. Sure, flee. That's you protecting your life. Sure. You have no right to asylum. Nobody has the obligation to take care of you just because you're claiming that your life is in danger in your home country. And Trump is responding in a way that I think is not only appropriate, but warranted given the circumstances. We're talking nearly 2,000 people that are effectively marching on the border of the United States of America. So Trump says, okay, we're going to march our military down there then. We're going to be guarding the border with our military. We cannot have people flowing into our country illegally, disappearing, and by the way, never showing up for court. Apparently, according to the Daily Caller down here somewhere, many members of the group will continue marching north towards the U.S.-Mexico border, where if they claim asylum and are with a family unit, they legally must be released into the interior of the country. Now, this is the border control, quote-unquote, control policy of the United States of America currently. If you catch somebody on the U.S.-Mexico border that's not from Mexico, then they're released into the United States of America for some backwards reason. This is not how refuge is supposed to work. Okay? If you are fleeing from a war-torn country, okay, you're a refugee. You know what you need? You need the closest place of refuge so that when the war is over, you can go back and reclaim your property. But what we have, instead of refugees fleeing from a country and going to a nearby place so that they can return home quickly once the need for a refuge is over, We have people that say, I'm a refugee, fly me 10,000 miles across the world so that I can settle in the nearest welfare state. That's not the way refuge is supposed to work. We have these people that are marching across Central America saying, we're going to the United States of America, and calling themselves refugees. You're not refugees. You are migrants. You are economic migrants, and you do not have the right to claim asylum and enter the United States illegally. I think that's going to do it. This was just meant to be a brief rant. Thank you guys for watching. This is probably not going to be the only video today, but if it is, until next time, have a good night, and God bless.